I am back at camp now, and it's been a very windy day, and even though I have the wind muff on the mic right now, you'll still hear a lot of wind noise coming through, and there's not much I can do about that, but it's very windy actually. About 2 hours after sunrise, man, winds really just kicked right through the dunes, swirls of sand everywhere, and got sandblasted on quite a few occasions when trying to crest over some of the dunes. The moments just before sunrise were better, but there was still enough wind where I wouldn't even be able to shoot my camera. I'm hoping that some of the wind I've had in the 24 hours I've been here isn't completely characteristic for this location, and that some of it has to do with the storm system that's going through kind of the LA area right now. But in any case, I think my only opportunity to shoot is going to be a shot that's going to be about a half hour or so before sunrise. It's going to require a pretty long exposure, so I have to have dead calm conditions. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my camera out there this afternoon. I'm going to set it up for a shot, lock everything down, leave it out overnight, come back to camp here, and then I'm going to go ahead and head there in the morning, and if the conditions are calm, hopefully take a shot. Should be really low contrast, kind of soft light sort of scene. It's a beautiful, beautiful area, and I'm really hoping I can do this area justice because I don't have any dune shots, and I want to get something that can tell the story of the area and has this nice calm feeling to it. Kind of conveys the feeling I get when I'm standing, not here at my car, but at the dunes when I do my photography. So, a couple hours to kill, got to read a book, and then pack everything up and head back out. With only a few hours of daylight remaining, I figure now is a good chance to head back out into the dune field and get my shot set up for tomorrow morning. Viewing the image on the ground glass of the 8x10 in the morning is next to impossible. It's basically pitch black. So the only way for me to do a morning shot, especially half hour before sunrise, is to get out there the day before, set up my camera, lock it down, and leave it overnight. Of course, this shot won't even be possible if there's any wind in the morning. Right now, it's completely calm, which is fantastic. I hope these conditions last through the morning. So here's a look at the ground glass for the shot that I'm setting up. This will be the one taken tomorrow morning. I'm going to flip the camera around so it's going to read properly in video. I do compose it upside down. This is the way the cameras work. In the foreground, there's a pretty large area with all the various ripples. And they won't be quite that strong in the morning, but I do have a kind of a leading line there, so they kind of point in towards there. In the morning, what's going to happen is that this right here should all be relatively bright, and then you'll have a bright ledge that kind of leads up along here. In the background, that dark area will be bright, and that will be dark. And what I'm hoping will happen is that you have this kind of circular motion where your eye enters from this corner and then kind of circles up and around. I'm just hoping there's not going to be much wind tomorrow morning. Sunset is quick approaching, and we've got about a half hour or so. But my shot is all ready for the morning. I hope the winds remain calm. But you know, it's actually probably an okay shot for sunset as well. It doesn't have the same sort of feel for sunset as sunrise, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the shot if the wind cooperates. You also see behind me here that I weighted down my tripod with a bag filled with sand. I used two of my trekking poles to keep it in place so it didn't get some like pendulum motion going on. We're getting close, and I promise one thing. If I feel like these shots turn out cool, if I'm like really feeling it when I took the shot, you might see some dancing. Oh yeah, you might see some dancing. I've been practicing my dance moves, I've been honing my skills, and though I am genetically predisposed to having very poor dancing abilities, I think that maybe I might be able to show off. Let's keep our fingers crossed and hope I get this shot. I decided to stick around and take one additional shot, this time on the Kodak Portra 160 VC. It's a color negative film, and I chose this film because it's more sensitive to light, so my exposures weren't quite as long as they'd be on a Velvia 50. This is the same sort of conditions I hope to shoot tomorrow morning, except for here the light's coming from the opposite side. My composition's really better suited for the light in the morning, but I like to take as many shots as I can when I'm out there because, you know, I can make those decisions when I'm back home. I'm here, camera set up, got the film, might as well take a shot.